I'm sharing some information on a book that I had put together, and I want to make the point to each and every person that we are all reptilians. And what I'm talking about more specifically, let's see if I can pull up this other document. Just bear with me one second. But we are all reptilians through our biology, that we have within us these different aspects. And most people, I don't think it's being unfair or inaccurate to say that literally most people live from their lizard brain in a continual fight or flight mode. If you want to look at it in the chakra system, the lower three chakras, the survival energies, and the ego at the solar plexus, but by and large, we have been preyed upon and had that particular portion of our anatomy amplified, and the other higher aspects, and incidentally, this is what Jehuti or Thoth represents. When you see these Egyptian gods, goddesses with these heads of animals, well, this is a depiction of consciousness, and the ibis, the head of Thoth, Jehuti, thought, is this bird. And in fact, within our human brain, there is a area of the brain that's responsible for our higher functioning and higher thought processes, and you can think of it as your bird brain. But most people are living from this lizard brain, and it's been amplified by our society, and everything else has been sort of dampened down, dumbed down, if you were. But essentially, insofar as each person has realized this in their own life and in their own estimation, their own shadow work, as they call it, and learned to break the hypnotic code, the reptilian hypnotic code, learn about the imp of the perverse that makes you your own worst enemy. I don't care who you are and what you are, but if you're living from that area, or if you're in any way responsible for the amplification of that area of the brain, you are still within the third dimension and the old earth paradigm. And that has its path, but the bird brain people and the lizard brain people are kind of going their separate ways. And not that these energies will ever be totally, I don't necessarily believe that they will ever be totally separated out. It's just what's going on now is a matter of cosmic reality, because we have been in an area of the cosmos in the galaxy that has been conducive to keeping the vibration and the consciousness level of consciousness at a certain aspect, but that's no longer the truth. And that we are entering into this golden age that is an age of the bird brain people, the avian people, if you want to call it. But I had shared information on the book that I wrote, Radiant Effulgence, which I don't really talk about it too much because I realized it was sort of put together at a certain time, and I didn't really want to promote it because it can be better. And and frankly, a lot of the ideas and stuff I had taken from other sources, I didn't do a very good job of identifying that, and so it can be better. But the idea is that radiant effulgence is the bridge that must be built in order to liberate the spirit, your eternal aspect, your Atman, liberate it, to ascend it from harmonic universe number 1, which is dimensions 1 through 3, which are conterminous with vibrations and frequencies and levels of consciousness. But liberate the spirit from harmonic universe number 1, dimension 3, thereby achieving ascendance unto harmonic universe number 2, which is dimensions 4, 5, and 6, a higher state of being. I think a lot of the New Age community, or a lot of the people that talk about this, there is some dramatic, this very obvious bifurcation of worlds, but I don't know, I kind of see that in my own life, that I am meant to be a way shower and a frequency holder and hold space for others until they kind of start snapping out of this spell, ascending from the spell of the reptilian. And this is not to malign the lizard brain or the lizzies or that they all serve their purpose, but the vast majority of humans alive today operate at a very primitive level. Okay, let's just leave it at that, utilizing a small percentage of their overall vast brain capacity potential. That is more obvious and will be more obvious, and those paths will separate. And that's just sort of natural anyway. We see that in how it happens in life. It's just becoming more of a reality, and people are going to be held accountable for their actions. This is the age. This golden age involves a heavy Saturnian influence, which is very accountability. Literally, you are accountable for your own actions and your energies, no matter how you try to justify it. That's just the way it is. The brainwave and it's just the way it is, because this is the reality of the cosmos at this time. Everybody in this world can justify behavior in a certain way. If they want to justify violence or any other type of activity, I guarantee you can create it in your mind that you're just justified in doing so. When ultimately you are your own judge, and if that's the kind of behavior you want to engage in, then you will be afforded that opportunity in another reality. But the realities are separating. But the higher dimensions people will still be able to sort of see what's going on, and the lower dimension people, there will just be a very defined element of society. And it goes from there. I see my path forward is getting back into the corporate workforce. I'm engaged back in certifications to get me back into working. I believe that's my path. I'm a little bit hesitant about the control structures and the way artificial intelligence will come along, but I believe that I'm meant to go this path and be the eyes of Source, the consciousness of Source, and to impact from a quantum level what needs to be or is educated to be by the cosmic throne. But the brainwave frequency vibrations of the majority of humans arise from the portion of the triune brain. But anyway, not to harp on that, but I want to set the stage because I'm going to be sharing some information going forward where it brings up imageries of serpents and dragons. And the serpent crawls on its belly, and this is not to malign the serpent, because we are all serpents. Be thou as wise as serpents. But we are also more. The universe is so much more. We are so much more. It's all been coded into us. We are spirit ultimately, but we're dealing with this biology. And some of us deal with the biology at the lizard level, and those of us are ascending to the higher frequency levels in the ibis, as the master emissary of light, Jehuti, Thoth, the Atlantean, Thoth, the American, however. But yes, I believe the world is going into a golden age. But I want to reference that we are all the serpents, but we also can be the dragons as the more that we grow our wings back. And this is all, poetic language, but you grow your wings back by releasing the God force within you, clearing out all falsehood, becoming in alignment, becoming integrated. A master, your own master. But so I wanted to bring up this subject of serpents and dragons because going to be talking about that. And I want you to realize it has nothing to do with worshiping Satan or any of this stuff, but this is just the energetic reality of who we are. Or either we are animal man or we are cosmic man, cosmic person, cosmic woman, soaring on the wings of the great dragons of Source. Namaste, namaskaram.